What if the greatest danger of our generation is not something that looks evil? What if it appears beautiful, confident, and powerful? What if deception no longer comes with a warning sign, but comes disguised as freedom, influence, and success? The Bible reveals a powerful warning through the story of Jezebel. Jezebel was not remembered because she lacked influence. She was remembered because she used influence without righteousness. She used power without humility, authority without obedience, and persuasion without truth. Her story reveals a spiritual pattern that still exists today. The Jezebel spirit is not about a gender. It is about a heart that desires control instead of service, pride instead of humility, and self-exaltation instead of submission to God. It appears when people care more about being worshipped than being transformed, when image becomes more important than character, when popularity becomes more valuable than integrity, when people use charm, fear, manipulation, or emotional pressure to control others. Jesus warned the church in Revelation 2:20, "I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants." The danger of Jezebel was not simply her presence. The danger was influence that slowly pulled people away from God. That is how deception works. It rarely arrives as darkness. It often arrives as something attractive. It promises power but produces pride. It promises freedom but creates bondage. It promises acceptance but removes truth. The modern world often rewards external appearance, personal ambition, and self-promotion. But Scripture reminds us that God looks deeper than what people see. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, "People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." A person can look successful but be spiritually empty. A person can have influence but lack wisdom. A person can have beauty but lack character. The greatest battle is not between men and women. The greatest battle is between the desires of human pride and the will of God. The same spirit of control can influence anyone who places themselves above truth. A man can become Jezebel-like through arrogance, domination, and manipulation. A woman can become Jezebel-like through the same things. The issue is not appearance. The issue is the heart. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil." The answer is not hatred. The answer is discernment. The answer is not attacking people. The answer is standing firm in truth. Because the spirit of Jezebel loses its power when people choose humility over pride, purity over compromise, and obedience to God over the desire to control. In a world chasing attention, God is looking for people who chase holiness, because true power does not come from controlling others. True power comes from surrendering to the one who created us.